England's castles are not just historic landmarks. They are steeped in dark, eerie tales of restless spirits and ghostly hauntings. 1. Hampton Court, the haunting of Anne Boleyn. Hampton Court Palace, once home to King Henry VIII, holds a tragic ghost story. The spirit of Anne Boleyn, his second wife, is said to haunt the palace where she was imprisoned before her execution. Anne's most frequent haunting takes place in the haunted gallery, where her headless apparition has been spotted. Visitors often feel an eerie chill and hear soft whispers or footsteps, and some claim to see her silently gliding down the corridor. Her spirit is believed to wander in search of peace, forever trapped by the betrayal that led to her untimely death. 2. Chillingham, the screams of the tortured. Chillingham Castle in Northumberland is infamous for its bloody past during the medieval and Tudor periods. The ghost of the Blue Boy, a young child who suffered unspeakable torture in the castle, is often seen wandering the dungeons. His eerie screams and cries are sometimes heard echoing through the cold stone walls. The presence of tortured souls still lingers in the castle, with visitors often experiencing cold spots, whispers, and the sound of chains dragging on the floor. The past violence seems to have left a permanent imprint on the place, and many feel a deep sense of dread as they explore its halls. 3. Kennelworth, the ghost of Amy Robsart. Kennelworth Castle, a place rich in history, is tied to the tragic death of Amy Robsart, wife of Robert Dudley, Queen Elizabeth I's favorite. Amy was found dead at the bottom of a staircase in the castle, and while her death was ruled an accident, many believe she was murdered to clear the way for Dudley to marry the Queen. Amy's ghost is said to appear near the gatehouse or in the castle's gardens, dressed in a somber gown. Visitors often report feeling an overwhelming sadness, and some claim to hear faint crying in the distance. Her spirit remains, forever bound to the place of her death. Bolsover, the lady in the window. Bolsover Castle, with its stunning views, is home to the ghost of a woman known as the Lady in the Window. She is believed to be a heartbroken lover who threw herself from the castle tower after being jilted. Her apparition is often seen standing at the window, gazing out in sorrow. Visitors report feeling a sudden chill when near the tower and hearing soft sobs or a voice calling out. The grief of her tragic death lingers in the castle, as if the walls themselves mourn her loss. Some even claim to see her figure, her face filled with longing, still looking for her lost love. 5. Raglin, the soldier's ghost. Raglin Castle in Wales is haunted by the ghost of a soldier, believed to have died during the English Civil War. His apparition is often seen standing guard at the castle's highest points, watching over the battlefield below. Visitors have reported hearing the sound of boots marching on stone floors and feeling the presence of an unseen figure. Some even claim to hear whispers or feel a sudden unease as though the soldier is still patrolling the grounds, unable to leave his post. His ghostly duty seems unfulfilled, his spirit bound to the castle forever. 6. Dudley, the Grey Lady. Dudley Castle, rich in history, is also home to the ghost of the Grey Lady. Though the identity of the woman remains a mystery, it is believed she died under tragic circumstances within the castle. The Grey Lady is often seen wandering the ruins, especially near the dungeon area. Those who encounter her report feeling an eerie chill and hearing soft sobs in the distance. There's an overwhelming sense of sadness surrounding her, as if she is still trapped in the castle, unable to escape her tragic past. The ghost of the Grey Lady continues to haunt the place, her sorrow forever etched into the castle's stones. 7. Fatheringhay, the ghost of Mary, Queen of Scots. Fatheringhay Castle is infamous for being the site of Mary Queen of Scots' execution in 1587. Her ghost is said to haunt the ruins, eternally searching for justice. Mary's apparition is often seen walking the castle grounds, her royal attire visible even in death. Some witnesses report hearing her soft sobs or the rustling of her gown as she drifts through the ruins. Her spirit is thought to be trapped in the place where she was executed, forever seeking the justice she was denied in life. The sadness of her tragic fate lingers in the very stones of Fatheringhay Castle. 8. Ashby de la Zouch Castle, the Phantom Knight. Ashby de la Zouch Castle in Leicestershire is home to a phantom knight who is often seen wandering the castle's ruins. Some say he died in battle. Others claim he was a betrayed lover. His ghost, clad in armor, is often seen standing at the top of the castle tower, looking out over the land. Witnesses report hearing the clanking of metal or the soft thud of footsteps, followed by the eerie sensation of being followed. The knight's spirit remains a silent guardian, forever bound to the castle he once protected. 9. York Castle, the Prisoner's Lament. York Castle, with its history as a notorious prison, is said to be haunted by the ghosts of wrongfully imprisoned souls. The most famous spirit is that of a prisoner who was never given a fair trial. His mournful cries can still be heard in the castle's dark cells. Visitors often report feeling an overwhelming sadness as they walk through the castle's old hallways, and some have seen shadowy figures lurking in the dark. The sound of chains rattling through the silent corridors only adds to the sense of despair that permeates the castle's stone walls. 10. Lulworth Castle, the Lady in White. Lulworth Castle, situated in Dorset, is home to the ghost of a lady dressed in white, believed to be mourning the loss of her lover who never returned from war. Her apparition has been seen walking the castle grounds, gazing longingly at the horizon. Those who encounter her report feeling a sudden drop in temperature, followed by a deep sadness that fills the air. It is as though the castle itself shares in her sorrow, the spirit of love lost forever, intertwined with its stone walls. 11. Warkworth Castle, the Phantom Watcher. Warkworth Castle in Northumberland is home to a ghostly figure known as the Phantom Watcher. This specter is believed to be the spirit of a medieval knight, constantly guarding the castle. Witnesses describe seeing a figure in armor standing at the edge of the castle's ramparts, staring out into the distance. Others have heard the sound of heavy footsteps approaching, only to find no one there. The knight's spirit remains vigilant, ever watching over the castle and its grounds. 12. Raby Castle, the Lady in the Tower. Raby Castle in County Durham is haunted by the ghost of a lady who is often seen gazing out from one of the castle's high towers. Some say she is the spirit of a woman who was betrayed by her lover and died in the tower, waiting for his return. Visitors have reported seeing her pale face staring out from the windows, her long flowing gown fluttering in the wind. There are also tales of a strange coldness that fills the tower and a sense that she is watching anyone who dares to enter. 13. Hurst Monso Castle, the Ghost of the Alchemist. Hurst Monso Castle, with its grand moat and manicured gardens, is haunted by the ghost of a 16th century alchemist. It is said that he was tragically lost in his quest for eternal life. His ghost is said to wander the castle grounds, muttering incantations and searching for the secret to immortality. Visitors report hearing strange whispers, the rustle of pages turning, or even the faint smell of burning incense as they walk through the castle's quiet rooms. It's as if the alchemist's spirit is still searching for answers. 14. Highclere Castle, the Spirits of Downton Abbey. Highclere Castle, famously known as the setting for the TV show Downton Abbey, is also home to several ghostly apparitions. The most famous of these is the spirit of a former lady of the house who is said to wander the halls at night. Visitors report hearing faint voices or the sound of footsteps echoing through the corridors. Some have even seen her figure, dressed in period clothing, walking through the library. The castle's grandeur seems to attract more than just the living. Its halls are alive with the spirits of its past. 15. Tintagel Castle, the ghost of King Arthur. Tintagel Castle, perched dramatically on the cliffs of Cornwall, is famous for its association with the legend of King Arthur. The ghost of Arthur himself is said to haunt the castle, still searching for his lost sword, Excalibur. Visitors report hearing the sound of clashing swords or the distant cry of a battle lost in time. Some even claim to see Arthur's figure, standing tall on the cliff edge, staring out to sea as if awaiting his destiny. The castle's haunting history seems to keep the legendary king's spirit tethered to its wind-swept shores. These haunted castles hold stories that refuse to fade. Which one would you dare explore? If you enjoyed this eerie journey, don't forget to like, subscribe to Creepy Experiences, and share your creepy encounters in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.